Hey, what's up, team? Welcome in. So I've got an article here from Denfaminicogamer. They were able to sit down with Miyazaki, and what they wanted to talk to him about is some of the stuff going on with Kadokawa and the Oasis Group regarding the investors are kind of worried about gaming going into the future because it cost about $200 to $300 million to make a AAA game. Call of Duty cost $600 million. Grand Theft Auto cost $1 billion. So there's a lot of money tied up into these games with the investors, and they're worried because if they miss their mark, then they're going to be out a lot of money, and in some cases they can totally cripple the gaming companies. So Denfaminicogamer was able to talk to Miyazaki about this, and we got an article here, so I just wanted to talk to you guys about it. So recently some major commotion surrounding Kadokawa has been making headlines online. The origin of an opinion statement published by the company's largest shareholder, the activist fund Oasis Management. Activist funds, so-called talking shareholders, are investors who hold a large amount of the company's shares and aim to enhance corporate value through recommendations to management and shareholder proposals. In recent years, activities have become more active in Japan as well, and it has become common for major companies to be targeted. And then it goes on to say how Kadokawa's poor performance lies with its current management, and while proposing various improvement measures, it requests other shareholders to vote against the current president's reappointment proposal and consequently in favor of their own proposal at the annual shareholders meeting held in June 24th. So naturally, Kadokawa has openly refuted this, and both sides have deepened their conflict ahead of the general meeting, even publishing material summarizing their respective claims. And so it goes on to talk about how FromSoftware comes up in this because they've had global hits like Elden Ring, and then it's in the opinion paper. And so they were able to ask Miyazaki about how these, like right here, it talks about how it costs so much money to make a video game, and then how you could basically go out of business if you fail. And so they asked Miyazaki, so in such an era, how did the game development teams view their environment? And then he goes on to say, "We are aware of all the facts reported regarding your question. However, I'm not in a position to know any further details. And since there's many other stakeholders besides us, it is honestly difficult to comment deeply on this matter. So this is only within the scope I can say, and it is my personal opinion, not the company's. So please understand that. But first of all, I'm generally satisfied with the development environment FromSoftware currently operates in. I'm not saying there are no things to improve, but we can freely create the games we want without excessive interference. And in the future, maintaining such an environment and allowing us to focus solely on a game development and as much as possible is the most important thing for both me and FromSoftware ourselves. If we have been able to create something valuable for users until now, I believe one of the major sources of that has been such an environment. And then finally, if users read this message, we will continue to work even harder than ever to create valuable games. So we look forward to both announced titles and upcoming unannounced titles." And this is quite a lengthy article, so I'll make sure to link it for you guys. And then also they have a Twitter here, and they've got a comment on it. You know, they posted, and they've got like 43 comments from people. So I'll make sure to post all that as well. So Miyazaki seems to be pretty happy at the current time within the realm and scope that he's working in FromSoftware and the games they're putting out. I mean, obviously FromSoftware, absolute banger video games. So I'll make sure to post all this stuff so you could take a look at it. But I saw this, I just wanted to throw it out for you guys. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you later.